What's up, guys? So I wanted to make this video because it's that time of year again where we're all going to go back to school, and for college there's going to be new people, and you know what they're called, freshmen. So if you're one of those people, you're probably going to want to watch and say this, because I have a lot of guidelines and tips and just how to help you get through freshman year a little bit more easier, because I will be a junior this year, and you know, some things that I wish I had known my freshman year, I know now. So without further ado, let's just get started. A lot of you are probably really nervous to be starting your freshman year at college, because obviously, you know, it's a new thing for you guys, you know? New people, new place to go depending on where you're going to college. Some people go out of state, some people stay in state but go into a different part of the state. So you know, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, a little bit scary, but you're mostly excited, especially if you're going to be dorming. So I guess tip number one I have for you is make friends. It doesn't matter who, especially with your roommate. If you already picked your roommate, then that probably means you probably made a good amount of friends at orientation, or you talk to them on Facebook because they have those things, like the classes that can talk to each other. At least my school does that. And, you know, that's a great way to start making friends. Now, if you don't have a roommate yet, and I know a couple people didn't, I remember when I was a freshman, I didn't have a roommate, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, like, who am I gonna room with? I don't know who my roommate is. What if I get a random person? What if I don't like them? Well, luckily for me, in my case, because our school is getting bigger, and around my time, the school was still getting bigger, I actually ended up getting a single. I did have to pay a little bit more for that, but I didn't mind, to be honest. I loved having the room to myself, which if you have a single, enjoy it. Just like enjoy it. And I remember my single had this giant window, so like I could see out, and it was beautiful. I loved my freshman dorm. It was a little bit small, but I didn't mind because I lived by myself, so I didn't care. And my suite mate, she was the RA, and if you don't know what an RA is, that's a residential assistant. And that's basically the person who like kind of watches over the floor that you're living on. So now this is what I'm saying for people who do have roommates and already know. It's kind of 50-50 on where it might lead. By the end of the school year, you can still be friends with that person. You could room with them again or whatever, and that's great. But you could end up like not liking them anymore. Which in my case with some friends that I knew and know that they ended up not, you know, rooming with their old roommates anymore because they ended up not liking them, or they realized that they just weren't a perfect fit like they thought they were. So that could potentially happen, but I really have to stress on making friends, because you're gonna be lonely if you don't make friends, and college is where you get to be yourself. You know, don't be afraid to be yourself. You were that person in high school, that's great. Leave it behind. High school is old. You don't need to worry about high school at all. If you're rooming with somebody from high school, that's fine, but just know that, you know, you're not really letting yourself get to know any other person because you're rooming with somebody from high school. Like, don't do that. Like, that's just dumb, to be honest. Like, I always thought about doing that, and then I realized I don't want to do that. I want to have more friends and be more of like an open person to others. But again, I ended up with a single, but besides that, you know, so, you know, just really think about, you know, making friends. You might keep some friends, you might lose some friends along the way with college, but that's okay. I mean, you know, you don't gotta be friends with everybody on college. The second thing I want to talk about is sororities and fraternities. With those, it is a little bit, you know, exciting, you know, you want to join this sorority or that fraternity. But here's the thing I learned, and it was literally maybe just like my last year at college, which was my sophomore year, is that there are two different kinds of sororities and fraternities. So the first of the sororities and fraternities that people will know about is the mainstream ones, which are the ones that the majority of people are showing off their stuff or whatever. It's like, you'll know who they are. I call them the white fraternities and sororities just because that's what the majority of them are. Now for the other ones, they're not the ones that are flashy, the fraternities and sororities. They're more like the minority kind. But to be honest, I like them better. I don't know why. They do everything so different with the sororities and fraternities. You know, it's more like you get to earn your way through it if you really want to do that, which to me is almost better than just, you know, signing a piece of paper and saying that I want to join this sorority and that's how you get like that. Like, to me, that's a waste. But I know a majority of you will probably do that just because it's easier, it's faster, and you get to do all this other cute stuff. The only negative thing I have to say about that is that I've had friends join sororities and fraternities, and they change. And, you know, for them, they probably change for the better, but they end up leaving their friends behind. And I've had a couple people do that, or they just change and they act like super fake. And, you know, like, I don't want to be friends with that anymore. Like, no. So, you know, if you are going to join a fraternity or sorority, just know, remember, think about your old friends. That's all I have to say. And if you don't want to, just kind of like ease it away. I mean, you know, like ease the friendship away, because you're going to be so busy from what I hear. I'm personally not in a sorority, but I am trying to join a non-mainstream sorority, but that's my personal stuff, so I ain't gonna get into that. Let's go to topic number 3, talking about parties. Now, when I was about to go to my first party, I didn't, because I was with my one friend at the time. She texted me saying, like, come over now, and I was like, okay, I'll come over. I wasn't ready at all to go to a party. I was just wearing like regular clothing or whatever. She's like, that's what you're gonna wear tonight? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, we're going out. And I was like, oh. So, like, first off, I was nervous because I didn't know who I was going with. Like, I didn't know these people or whatever. But I ended up not going. I ended up going to my boyfriend's place. He lived in the same dorm. And I was like, my friend wanted me to go out to this party, and I didn't really feel comfortable. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So, I think the first time I went to a party was with my friend that I felt comfortable with. And we went to AXP, and it was, like, kind of fun, you know, but after your freshman year going to like fraternity parties, it kind of gets boring, at least in my opinion. You know, it's the same stuff, you know, it's the cheap, disgusting beer, really bad music, like, like, sometimes it's good music, but a majority is not that good music, to be honest. It's not good. Then again, I have different preference from what other people like. Also, I want you to say, be careful when you go to parties. Don't try and go hard the first night. If you're gonna go hard, at least go with a bunch of people that you feel comfortable with going. Because I heard like some fraternities on my thing, they put roofies in their drinks or whatever, and it's just like, whoa, like, I don't want to go there, but I know people still go there anyway, or whatever. And, you know, make sure you don't get separated from your friends or anything. Make sure you guys stick together. The other thing I want to talk about is house parties. Now, house parties and frat parties are two totally different things, at least in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure in everyone's opinion. So, like, the things with the frats and the house parties is like you have to have ratios. Now, what that basically means is this is really just for guys. For girls, you can get in free. At least at the college I go to. I know, like at TCNJ, which is Trenton College, New Jersey. I think it's that. I don't know. But I know girls and guys have to pay. Like, you tripping? Like, no. Anyways, like at my college, only the guys have to pay, and all girls are always free to get into every party. So it's depending. Some guys, usually the rate is guys have to pay $5, but the ratios can get you sometimes. So for one guy, some frats make you have 3 girls or 2 girls. If you have multiple guys, you have to have a bunch of girls. So that's really hard. That's why I don't like going to frats, because it's just like too much. Now, house parties kind of do the same thing, but not really. For at least the house parties that I go to, guys just have to pay $5 to get in. That's usually it. They ain't gotta be ratio, which I like because I have more guy friends, to be honest. But you know, the girls that I do bring, they my girls, and I love them to death. And like, you know, we do try to get some girls, but other girls are just like, oh, I'm going to this party, I'm going to that party, and those parties I don't usually like going to. The thing that I love more about house parties is that they play the music, like that trap music, that like Future, who else? Like Young Thug, like those people. Like, who else? I don't know. All I'm thinking about is Future, because at the moment I'm in love with Future. I love Future. But they play like a lot, like Drake, those people. So, and they give you better, you know what I'm saying? Like, they give you anything. Like Jungle Juice and all this stuff. It's just a lot more funner to me. I'm not really a big drinker. I don't like drinking, to be honest. The fourth thing I have to tell you guys is about studying. Don't be that person that goes to parties every night, goes out every night, does these stuff every night. Don't do that. You gotta study. Like, you're at college to study. I know you want to have fun and do all this stuff, and that's fine, but make time. Number one priority is to study. You don't want to be that person that gets kicked off campus or kicked out of school because you have like a 0.1 GPA. No, you don't want to do that. Like, make time to study. It's just so important to do the homework for classes. And I know you're going to say like, oh, I have a choice. No, you don't have a choice, my friend. Just get it done because it helps you, like, you're going to retain so much more. And always worry about your grades. Now, I don't worry about my grades because I know that I can do my work. That's how I know. I always write stuff in my calendars, and make sure you always do that. Write stuff down if you don't remember it. Ask professors for help. Don't be afraid. Don't do that in high school, because let me tell you, in college, everybody's going to need help with something. You're not going to be the only one anymore. And plus, you're not going to feel that pressure because you were in high school and in grade school with all the people that you used to be. No. You're in college. These people don't know you. They don't know what you need help on. So you can just ask. That's not a big deal. The food. Let's talk about the food. Number 5, the food. If you ever had high school food, just know it's like the same thing at college. And the freshman 15 is a real thing. Work out, eat healthy. But you know, when you're at college, of course you're going to eat. It's, at least at my school, I'm pretty sure at most schools, it's always buffets. Make sure you check what you're eating, you know, if you don't want that freshman 15. Of course, I feel like everyone's gonna get it. You know, still work out. Number 6, make sure that you don't do stupid things in your dorm room, okay? Don't be popping bottles if the little people come walking around. When I'm CSAs or something, I don't know. Like, they're student patrols, that's it, student patrols. Don't be doing that and turning up your music super loud, because let me tell you, they're gonna know. Believe me, they're gonna know. And don't go and smoke in your room. I don't care what it is. You know, marijuana, cigarettes, just don't do it. Okay? You wanna go do that? Go do it somewhere else. Just don't do it in your dorm room. Believe me. Personal experience. Don't be doing it. I think I covered the basics, basically. But I guess the last thing that I could tell you guys is just enjoy it, you know? You don't gotta do all my guidelines, all my advice that I'm telling you, all the tips that I'm telling you. You don't gotta do everything. But, you know, these are just a few things that I wish people would have told me when I went into my freshman year. So I'm giving my tips and advice to you guys, because I feel like some of you might be scared or whatever. Don't be scared. You're gonna be fine. I promise. I was fine. I loved it. I love going to college. It's so much fun. It's so worth it. And like, it'll be a great time. Also, I also want to make something clear. Enjoy your freshman year, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna be your easiest year. So don't worry stressing too much about the work. Of course, you know, do your work, but don't stress about it too much, because it's your freshman year. Unless you're an honor student, of course. Now that I realized when I was a sophomore about how much more work I had when I was a freshman, I had wished that I enjoyed at least a little bit more my freshman year so I could do things instead of, you know, worrying about it at the time. But now I'm going to be a junior. You know, I got my own things to worry about being a junior this year. Again, I don't know what I'm walking into, of course. I did want to tell you guys, let you know off topic, that I will be doing a little bit of stuff differently, because I am going to be working down at my college because I'm working there. And I will be uploading videos probably Monday through Thursday or Friday. And I'm going to probably be recording from Friday to Sunday. I'm not sure yet, just because I know I'm going to be super busy. And then when college comes around, I know I'm going to be really, really busy. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm not going to be like uploading regularly or recording regularly. So some of these things might be on different days when I say they are. I don't know when I'm uploading this. Hopefully I get to upload this on Wednesday, but I'm not sure. So, you know, that should be today. If not, it could be Thursday. But, you know, I'll let you guys know. Maybe, probably not. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all regarding college, being a freshman and entering college, please comment below and I will answer any of your questions that you have. Don't be scared to ask, because like I've been there, I've gone through it, and I know you guys are probably really, really excited, so just ask away. You know, I hope you guys like this video. Please make a thumbs up, and if you don't mind subscribing to my channel, that would be really, really awesome. So without further ado, I will let you guys go, and I am about to go to bed. So I hope you guys have a great night.